ATI-RTC Cagayan Valley once again affirms its success in accomplishing its services to the stakeholders in Region 2. For this first semester, the Center had a current budget appropriation of 28,748,123 pesos and a continuing appropriation of 34,000, totaling to 28,782,123 pesos. With this, the Center incurred a total obligation of 25,310,756 pesos, with a difference of 3,471,367 pesos, or 88% accomplishment in budget utilization. The said budget allotment received and obligations incurred were utilized in the implementation of various programs and activities of the Center. For the regular program, the allotted budget was 1,254,000, while the obligation incurred was 1,112,544 pesos, a balance of 141,456, or 88.72% fund utilization. The expenses incurred were utilized in the conduct of 2 trainings of gender and development and child care, with a total of 43 participants, maintenance and development of 4 techno-demos, reproduction and dissemination of 3,362 copies of IEC materials in various formats. The National Rice Program has the highest budget allotment amounting to 3,932,000 pesos and a total obligation incurred of 3,370,907 pesos, with a balance of 561,093 pesos, or 86% fund utilization rate. The funds were utilized in the conduct of 3 trainings with a total of 105 participants, which include 1 season-long specialist training on climate-smart agriculture, 1 school on the air on Palayamanan program, establishment of 2 learning sites, and maintenance of 4 learning sites at Piat and Santa Ana, Cagayan, San Mateo and Cabanatuan, Isabela. The Cabanatuan and San Mateo learning sites are being utilized as learning sites of the ongoing season-long specialist training Climate Smart Agriculture and reproduction and distribution of 1,000 copies of IEC materials in various formats. It is worthy to note that the Technogabay Technical Working Committee was created during the workshop of the Agriculture and Fisheries Extension Network member agencies. The workshop was funded under the RICE program. For the National Corn Program, it has an allotted budget of 1,715,000 pesos and an obligation incurred of 1,674,860 pesos, with a balance of 40,140 pesos, or 98% fund utilization. The funds were utilized in the implementation of 2 trainings, 1 season-long TOT, and 1 short course, with a total of 177 participants, establishment of 4 techno-demos with field day, and conduct of 1 ongoing school on the air on corn production with 487 enrollees. The National HVCC program was allotted funds amounting to 2,430,800 pesos, and obligations incurred was 2,180,040 pesos, with a balance of 250,760 pesos or 90% fund utilization. The funds were utilized in the implementation of 7 trainings with 293 participants and reproduction and dissemination of 100 copies of IEC materials on high-value crops production. The National Organic Program shared an allotment of 2,315,000 pesos in the budget, with an obligation incurred of 2,137,130 pesos, a balance of 177,870 pesos or 92% fund utilization. The funds were utilized in the implementation of 11 trainings with a total of 365 participants, which included the capability building of the magsasaka scientista on organic agriculture, maintenance of 1 learning site. The learning site established at San Mateo is now accredited by Ecoland Organic Certification Services, the third of only 3 second-party certified organic farm in Region 2, and reproduction and dissemination of 2,600 copies of IEC materials in various formats. It is worthy to note that through the organic agriculture sponsored training of magsasaka scientista, the MS Association was reorganized with new sets of officers. The National Livestock Program also shared an allotment of 787,000 pesos, with total obligation incurred of 738,100 pesos, with a balance of 48,900 pesos or 94% fund utilization. The funds were utilized in the implementation of 1 cycle TOT on small ruminants with 19 participants, conduct of 2 farmer livestock schools with 60 participants, conduct of 3 technodemos and 1 field day and technodemo project on livestock production of both centers. For the locally funded projects, 4-H Club shared an appropriation amounting to 2,073,000 pesos, with obligations incurred amounting to 1,924,506 pesos. The balance is 148,494 pesos or 93% fund utilization. The funds were utilized to conduct 1 4-H regional forum and 2 meetings and funding assistance for 11 livelihood projects of 4-H and to finance school fees and allowances of 53 scholars. As of April 2013, 43 had graduated, 2 magna cum laude and 5 cum laudes. 7 of them are now employed at the DA-RFO, DENR, and other private companies. One of our YAFP graduates also made to the top 8 in the Forester Licensure examination, a finalist for top 10 outstanding students of the Philippines at the national level. The other 5 scholars also passed, and most of them are now preparing for the agriculturist licensure examination. For foreign assisted projects, the EHRDP was allotted a budget of 4,800,919 pesos and obligation incurred amounting to 4,149,435 pesos, with a balance of 651,484 pesos or 86% fund utilization. The funds were utilized for school fees and allowances of the ongoing 28 EHRDP scholars. For the 58 EHRDP scholars, 30 had graduated already. For doctorate, 19 MS, 3 thesis assistants, and 4 dissertation assistants. For other support programs such as PhilCap, SICAT-SACA, and FSSP programs, the center received a total allotment of 2,349,990 pesos and obligated the amount of 1,193,436 pesos with a balance of 1,156,554 pesos or 50.78% fund utilization rate. The funds were utilized in the conduct of 26 batches of community-based briefings on SICAT-SACA program with 1,358 participants, 19 batches of credit discipline seminar with 947 participants. For PhilCap, the second cycle Farmers Climate Smart Agriculture is underway at Barangay Mangga, Dodan, Agugaddan, and Minanga of Peña Blanca, Cagayan, and barangays Namabalan Sur and Kapatan of Tuguegarao City. In summary, the center has a total allotment received for regular program amounting to 1,254,000 pesos and total obligations incurred of 1,112,545 pesos with a 8.72% fund utilization rate. For major programs such as rice, corn, livestock, HBCDP, and organic agriculture, the center received a total allotment of 11,179,800 pesos with a total obligation incurred of 10,101,037 pesos with a 3.35% utilization rate. For other support programs like 4-H Youth Development Program and EHRDP, the center received an allotment of 4,767,044 pesos and obligated the amount of 4,381,191 pesos with a balance of 385,853 pesos or 91.9 fund utilization rate. For other funds such as PhilCap, SICAT-SACA, and FSSP program, the total fund allotment of the center is 2,349,990 pesos, while the obligations incurred was 1,193,436 pesos with a 50.78% fund utilization rate. As to disbursement performance for budget covered by NPA Fund 101, the center has 90.44% total disbursement over total monthly cash program, 100% total disbursement over total NCA received, and 77.73% total disbursement over total obligations. The reason for low rate in disbursement is the ongoing 3 season-long trainings and 2 SOA. For budget covered by NTA Fund 102, the center is 100% total disbursement over total monthly cash program, 100% total disbursement over total NCA received, and 100% total disbursement over total obligations. It is noteworthy to review the center's operation that contributed to the facilitative and smooth implementation of center's target. These are harnessing extension service providers like state universities and colleges, PLGUs, MLGU, NGOs as partners in the coordination, facilitation, and conduct of trainings briefings, and school on-the-air programs. Teamwork and good working relationships among staff, both the administrative and technical staff, facilitated the smooth implementation of the targets despite the limited number of technical staff. The teamwork reduced occurrences of issues. Despite lack of technical staff, the conduct of Sikat-Saka briefings were facilitated due to the very active participation of Provincial Action Team and administrative staff. Augmentation of funds from one commodity program to the other facilitated the conduct of activities. The use of ICT systems and social network was maximized for closer coordination in performing assigned tasks among staff over spatial space and location, likewise to other partner agencies and stakeholders. During the course of implementation of the activities, there were problems encountered like limited number of technical staff to implement all the target activities, limited vehicles and training equipment during simultaneous trainings and coordination. Overlapping schedules of trainings affected the attendance of LGU participants, and changes of leadership in the local government affected the participation of some ATs in the season-long training. With the aforementioned problems, the following were the actions taken and recommendations by the Center. Hired qualified job orders to augment technical staff. Utilize admin staff in coordinating and monitoring technical briefings of Sikat-Saka. Hired vehicles to cater for the mobility of staff. As mandated, ATI Region 2 had continuously provided its services in enhancing the capabilities of its stakeholders involved in the whole value chain to be able to meet the challenges in agriculture. Implementation of training and extension activities of the Center for the first semester once again bridged the gap, touched the heart, and changed lives of its stakeholders towards achieving food self-sufficiency as the major goal of the Department of Agriculture.